That's reality.
Hi guys, my name is Troy Wilson and I'm the Managing Director of Pink Zebra, Design to Print. I'm going to, over the course of the next few minutes, tell you everything about the company, what we're doing, who we are, where we're going, who we were, but to start with, I'll share with you a little bit about myself. Won't take long, 15 seconds. And then we'll just get into the nuts and bolts of stuff. So, my name is Troy Wilson, mentioned that before. I'm the founder of Pink Zebra. How I started out was as a business strategist. So my role in my career up until obviously very recently was always as a business strategist. I was never the, go in and enthusiastically motivate everybody inside of the business. I was the guy that would sit down with the directors of the companies and the general managers and look at their business systems and analyze everything and rewrite everything and do the HR and tell them how they should do their stuff, essentially. Really, really interesting stuff. I was very a systematical sort of person. Still am. You should see my wardrobe. So that was the role that I took, and then I gradually moved into marketing a lot more and found that very fascinating. And the more businesses that I dealt with, the more I realized how much there was a massive gap in the online presence and people actually doing it effectively and correct and right and in a marketable sort of way. So that was where the birth of Pink Zebra came from. So my vision behind it was not only just to do web design, it was to completely do the whole culture of a company and also coach them in a way of how to do it right and give them the best push in that online industry that they could get. And I think that's very important because a lot of designers and website creators and coders and so forth, they don't necessarily understand, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't necessarily understand the marketing side and the business strategy side of putting it all together. They just do something that looks pretty and go, there you go, great, have fun. And then charge you like $5-6 grand for it. It's ridiculous. So when I was starting this business, not only was I just obsessed with marketing and where things were going, but I was also very, very, very passionate about making sure that everything looked perfect and that everything from business cards to your website to your letterheads to your invoice templates absolutely looked Mickey Mouse and integral in your business. Because consistency is something that's very important when it comes to gaining trust in your clients. And if they see one thing that looks like this and then they see another thing that looks slightly different, it can subconsciously just throw their trust off and break rapport very easily. The vision of Pink Zebra initially, and still is to this day, is to create an easy solution for businesses, small businesses. We also have a lot of Fortune 500 companies, but primarily most of our business comes from small businesses, and it's creating a massive business culture inside of their business in a very affordable way. So that's why a lot of our stuff is already very cheap anyway, but we make sure that we don't take away any large capital from the business owners. Because we know that it's very important to invest that into other things like marketing and back into their clients. So everyone that we take on board, we try and influence them on putting them onto a minimal payment plan, paid off. And if they want to pay more later, they can, but there's no influence to. And we didn't want that to hinder the launch time of the website. So what happens with most other companies, they take 50% up front and they use that 50% to pay all the wages and all the design tasks and all that sort of stuff to launch the website. Well, they wouldn't launch it, they would normally hold it at bay, get it all done, and then they need the other 50% to launch it. We didn't want to work like that. We really wanted to make it a really smooth transition. And one of our biggest mottos is to make sure that we treat every client that we get perfectly. So we wanted to make sure that everyone we dealt with walked away 100% thrilled with what they had, or still do have. It sounded a bit weird. And so to do that, we understood that unlimited revisions would needed to be there. So we made sure that with all of our design tasks, that everything had unlimited revisions. And then what we found was, we would design people's stuff and they would be really, really happy with it and really, really thrilled, and then they would launch it. And we understand that change is consistent and change is constant. And businesses would come back a month later and they would want slight revisions on a lot of their stuff. So we wanted to accommodate that. So what we do now is we have a business system and a business model to know that when businesses come to us later on down the track and they want changes in their business stuff, that we don't ask them for any more money. And we've got the systems in place to accommodate for that. The other thing that we really wanted to do with the business was have the human feel of it, and have the human touch with everything. So the first thing that we put in our business system was to make sure that we met the people that we were dealing with and finding out everything about them and their world, so that way we could understand more on a kinesthetic side rather than just a physical side, but where they are, how they would feel about certain things. So that way when we go away and we design stuff, we can sort of really pinpoint their emotional hot buttons and understand them sometimes better than they can understand themselves and what they would like in their designs. So we really wanted that human feel. And then from there, after that initial consult, that's where we can really do a needs analysis and understand where exactly we can benefit the business and where we can go. And even if the person's got a logo, when they go ahead and get a website designed, we'd still come up with a few logo concepts just so that way only if we felt it was necessary, to help guide them to see what is possible. And we'll do that, of course, for free. We've got a very big freemium business model, because we believe that investing in people is sometimes the best marketing that you could do. And not so much in the sense of return of investment, but we believe in creating walking, talking banners, as in people, rather than paying, because we could spend hundreds of dollars a day on pay-per-click marketing, but that's going to have nowhere near as good as an impact of thrilling one person and then that person telling 10 people. So we're very, very big in small town rules. I very much believe that our grandparents in today's day and age would be more successful in business if they understood our tools and so forth than some of the people that are creating businesses now. And that is mainly because I believe that, the internet's making the world such a smaller place. However, it's also going back to small town rules, back in the olden days with the small towns, you wouldn't want to piss off the local shop attendant or anything like that, because the word of mouth is just word of mouth on steroids these days, and it can work out, really good for companies if they know how to leverage that and use it to their own benefit. So what we didn't want to just become where was I? I go off on tangents all the time. So we didn't want to just become a company that does web design. We wanted to integrate marketing into it. So we take care of all the companies, all the small businesses, logos, marketing materials, absolutely everything with unlimited revisions even after it's launched. So that way we can make sure that we hold that strong, positive relationship with the people that we deal with. What we do is we also do, on top of that, we also do take care of SEO. I believe that that's really the way of the marketing in the future. We also have a printing factory in Queensland. We're based in Melbourne, in Australia, as you could probably already tell. But so if you're in the vicinity, but we've got consultants Australia-wide. We seem to be dominating market share. I don't say that to impress you. I say that because it impresses me. We're growing to a point of always consistently selling more than, or developing and designing more than 100 websites a month. Have a look around the site. We've also got a free business school because I believe that business knowledge should be free. I believe that all knowledge should be free. So if you have a look at, we call that the Zebra Academy. That's actually going to be launching into its own entity very soon as well and have its own website. But for the moment it's here. By the time you watch this, it might actually already have its own website. So go over there and have a look. That's sort of like the, it's sort of like TED.com if you ever go there, but just specifically just for business. And it's got a lot of tangible things in there. I do a few videos myself. We interview business owners. It's got a lot of marketing advice, business strategy advice, a lot of scripts, a lot of anything that you could need in business. If you've got something that you believe that you could contribute to the business school, then go ahead, put it, let us know, send us an email and we'll put it in there. But yeah, I believe in it very heavily, in free knowledge. Excellent. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been very beneficial. If there's anything that you believe that I'm missing, or if you've got any questions, shoot us an email or fill out the form. I'm sure there'll be a form below for you to contact us. We've got a 1300 number. Yeah, give us a call, contact us. If you need anything done, we'd be more than glad to help or at least advise you on the course. If you do want to go to another company and get some stuff done, at least let us know so we can equip you, with some really good questions that you can ask that company just to make sure that you don't get ripped off or anything like that in the future. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.
Make your desires reality.